What would you
Or
tell them for somebody that's listening or somebody that's gonna replay this? Like, what if they got a dope song, what should they page look like? What type of work are you looking for from them?
so if you're asking me, like, let's say from what's the word we said that I wasn't going to be, not a manager but a consult, there we go, consultant. So from a consultant side, I would say um your content, just a lot of content behind the song. No matter what you're doing, be creative with the content. So you might be getting out the car, see somebody that you know play the song. You riding around, play a dope song that's probably trending, play your song right after. um there's different niches that you can do on social media
Okay.
that you could take and do that.
So they need to
And
be
then network,
creative.
yeah, have reach out to people, content creators, and have them shout out your song and listen to it in the background. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask me from a artist standpoint, like, you have to have your fans engaged. Like, always encourage my fans. Like, I be on them. Like, oh, you ain't show no love this month. That's how you feel. And they be like, oh, my fault. Let me go. Because it's like, when you like it, how the algorithm works. Make a long story short, when they like it, well, then they friends get the suggested things to look at, and that might not be
Mm-hmm.
somebody I follow. So
That's
now they're
right.
on my page looking, and that brings me new fans or supporters. I would like to say supporters, and then now my fan base is growing just because you commented and everything that you did was free. I didn't ask you to put no money. I asked you to like a picture and comment. That's it.
That is so dope, and like how you just flow what you saying and you make sense. You have an end what you saying. You can
Mm.
tell you love what it is that you do. Like that's super dope. Like you're super dope.
Thank you.
Okay, how did you? No, how did you handle artists' experience at Jam for Peace? I mean Jam Fest. Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you go. You good. How did I?
How
One more
did
time.
you handle artists? Ugh.
How do I handle them, like, as far as, like,
Yes,
interacting with them and stuff like that?
yes.
Man, it's tough because you're dealing with 8 people with 8 different personalities. You know what I'm saying? And different wants and needs. But you always have to understand, like, they're here because they believe in it too, or else they wouldn't have never did it or signed up. So I have to understand where they're coming from and make them feel as comfortable as I can. And I just overly communicate if possible. Like, I'm just like, hey, this is gonna happen at this time. This is gonna happen at this time. Or if they ask me a question that's well in advance, I'll tell them, like, hey, that's 2-3 months from now. I'm gonna
Mhm.
revisit that, but I'm gonna let you know. Like, I always keep them in the loop when their tickets are coming, when their contract is sent. This, I signed it. Or, like, you have a radio interview coming up in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I never let them know, like, last minute, unless if it's a last minute thing. And I'm like, I'm always apologetic, but I'm always asking, like, what do you need? What can I do? Or if I have to bend the rules a little bit for them, because they're like, listen, I need dancers on stage, or I need a couple waters in my private section before I perform, because that's what you need to get prepped and ready for it. And I'm gonna do that because I will want the same in return. And that's what Jam Fest is all about. Because you can go to some clubs, and some clubs are like, all right, get up there, perform, all right, get off. And you feel like, dang, am I appreciated? I promoted, all my people are out here and y'all getting paid and I'm not seeing nothing. Well, now it's like I'm doing it for a reason. Now these artists are putting in their hard work because they know they're gonna get something out of it.
So not only are you taking care of the music, you taking care of them as people.
Man, anything
That
they want.
is that is so dope because so many people forget to take care of the people,
Mm,
and that's what anything. That's like customer service, right?
mm,
So many people feel like they done did everything they done did by themselves, which is impossible. You need a team, and they
mm.
treat people like garbage, which your people pays you. Your people are paying you to keep this open or keep this running, right?
Yeah.
So that's amazing that you do that.
Yeah, we nothing without the artists. If all the artists said we not artists no more, there's no Jam Fest. So they gotta get taken care of. First priority. You know what I'm saying? DJ too, hosts, promoters, like they gotta get taken care of because there is no Jam Fest without them.
That's dope.
Mm.
That's dope.